You are welcome to Boateng Institute in Multimedia. That's Boateng Multimedia College. We are still on the creation of our birthday flyer. I still remain Samuel, and you can call me Sequel. So, without wasting my time, let me just take you through and let's start from where we are to start from. So, I hope you have your Photoshop on your machine. So, let's open that. So this is my Photoshop software, and I am using the Photoshop CC23, but any version you are using can also work. So from here, we are going to create a new file. So create on new file, and then I'm going to use the size 3,600 pixels by 3,600 pixels, which in inches is going to be 8 inches by 8 inches. 8 inches by 8 inches, resolution 450. Okay, so then we have our worksheet here. So we are going to start right from here. So then let's try to create our background first. So I go to my files, or I go to my file explorer. Then I look for a background to use. So I think this is okay. So let me just drag it and leave it on it. Then I have to enlarge it to fill the space. Filling the space, click enter. Then I have it. So then now, because this one is on a white background, if you're using the mode, that's the opacity, it won't work. So you have to just decrease the opacity. Just decrease the opacity to the level that you want. So if this is okay for you, you maintain this. So then let's go back. I want to create a circle, so I go for the ellipse tool. You hold down the Alt or the Shift to make it straight for you. I'm going to give it a stroke, but the inside, the fill will be empty. So I think this size is okay. Let me decrease it small. So I'm going to use Alt, and then so that's a Control T to just select, and then you decrease the size. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate it or make it copy. Either I hold down the Alt and drag, or I use Control J. I will still end up the same thing. I change the stroke color to a different color. I think this color is okay. So I have this. So Control T to select, and then I hold down the Alt to just decrease the size, so that everything will balance. So I would hold down the Alt key. Okay, then I think this is okay here. So I go for another shape. Let me try to get another shape out. Okay, let me first let me cut using the lasso tool. So I want to cut a part of it. So I just select to that point. Now, one thing you have to put in mind that before you can cut, you have to rasterize your shape. Without rasterizing it, you cannot cut it. So as you can see, I have not rasterized, so I want to cut and see. Hit on the delete button, it won't work. Hit on the del tool, it won't work. So I click on that, it won't work unless I've gone back to where my layers are. Right click on that particular shape, and then I select rasterize shape. Then from this, I can hit on the delete button, and it will just do that for me. I use a Control D to deselect, and then do the same thing to the other shape too. I go there, right click, rasterize, and then I go for the lasso tool. just to select a part I want to cut. The part I want to cut, and then hit delete, and then now control D to deselect. Okay, now I think I have a nice shape now. I have a nice shape. So then let me go for another shape and then try to create a portion where I will put the date. So the fill will be empty. The fill will be empty. So let me try also to change the edges. Curve the edges small. Okay. Then I go for my text tool after this and then put in my text or the date, the person's date of birth. So you type in the date. That's 26th. So with your control T, just increase the size. Then move it to where you want to place it. Okay, from here we can use Control J to duplicate and then bring it down so that you can have the same size for the date and then the month. So you just edit that one and then put the date, the month. That's January. So we have it in here. Okay, we are okay to go now. Now from here, we can now bring in our birthday or happy birthday. Happy birthday. Control T, then you increase the size. Increase the size. Put it somewhere here. I think with the color, I can change it to black. So, okay. I have this. Now go for birthday. The birthday should be a bit stylish. Yeah, should be a bit stylish. So Control T to increase the size. And then I place it somewhere here. So I have to write that one stylish, and then the color too should be different. Be creative. Be creative. So no. I think this is okay. So I can use this. But the color too, I prefer orange color. So just pick in and then I'm okay to go. So I have this. So from here, let me go and look for the picture. The picture to use. So which picture are we using? Picture to use. Okay, this picture is okay. Let's use this one. Okay. So because I want to change the background, I'll put the picture at a place or a new layer so that I can work on the background. Let's go to where the eraser is and look for the magic eraser tool. Just click on the background and then you have your background removed. Yeah. So after that, you can do some small retouching on it, and then I think we are okay to go. So let's retouch small, and then after that, we can just move it to the page. So we lift it to the page and then we drop it. So put it at a place where it's convenient for you. Then from here, you work on the back where it's supposed to be clean. You clean there. Go to where your eraser details are, and then you just reduce the hardness to 0 degrees, 0% cry. Work on the back where you think need an adjustment. You adjust the place. Please subscribe and share to someone. So it's your work. Make sure you just utilize everything. Make sure it's okay for you. So then I go for my test two. I think I'm okay with this one. Go for my test two, and then let me try the person's name. The person's name, I think. The person's name. So Control T to select and then increase the size. And also I want to change the font so I can see if there's any mistake here. So Control T so that I can select it and then increase the size. So that I can increase the size. Okay, so Control T. So I'll put it at where it's convenient. Okay, I think here it's okay. So I have a mistake here. Now because of visibility wise, I have to make sure the color to have work on it so that it will be a bit visible. When the thing is visible, it can be seen everywhere and from every distance. So I prefer black. Okay. So then I can now go and then type my wish. What's the message? The message. So I can type in something like, "We wish you a very happy birthday." Okay. That's all. We wish you a very fruitful, happy birthday. Put it somewhere there. And then we are okay to go. After that, if there's any gist, anything you want to add to it, that one it's over to you. Be creative, add some things to it. I want to create some circles rather down just to be very creative. I want to be a bit creative. So just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Or just duplicating and then just moving it. So trying to be creative. As a graphic designer, you have to be creative. Very, very creative. You have to be very, very creative. I think we have something nice here. So after this, I think we end our tutorial here. Our time is gone. The recording is too long. So from here, you can try to export. You can try to export it into JPEG form. To JPEG form. So you go to File, Export, Export as, Export as, and then we try to export it. So you wait for the option to come. Now we want JPEG, but it's on PNG. So we change it from PNG to JPEG, and then make sure it's high quality, and then we come to resampling where we have cubic sharper. Every cubic should be sharper. So this one, no matter how you zoom it, it will still be sharp. Export. Then you locate the place where you are saving it. Give it a name, locate the place, and then we are okay to go. We give it a name, we locate the place, and then we are okay to go. Then after that,